Well, Ms. McCarthy, how serious do you consider lead poisoning of humans, especially children?
It's one of the most serious things that we face, sir.
Wow. Okay. So let's go back because in July 2015, Flint Mayor Dwayne Wallings emailed EPA Regional 5 Administrator Susan Hedman about a leaked internal memo that was sent by EPA employee Miguel Del Toro to a Flint resident. The memo revealed that Flint's water tested high for lead, and Del Toro recommended that the EPA intervene. Administrator Hellman replied that the memo should not have been leaked, called it a preliminary draft report, and did nothing to address the serious threat that lead had created for the citizens of Flint. When you were made aware of these communications between Ms. Hedman and Mayor Wallings, did you ask Ms. Hedman to resign?
I do not believe that she indicated that any memo was leaked. It
No,
was
no,
actually
no,
sent
this is
out.
factual, so I mean...
I'm trying to just get the fact.
The facts are here, so,
Yeah.
I mean,
Well-
knowing this, did you ask her to resign?
No, sir.
I mean, so why not fire her?
Sir, her
I mean,
concern-
you know the seriousness of this issue, and yet you still don't do that. In fact, I'm going to quote you, you praised her when she resigned.
She was not,
I mean,
she was not
that's
criticizing. She was not criticizing Miguel's report. She was indicating that it was interim. There was more data to be done, and she was giving a heads up because she knew that it had gone public.
Okay,
because Miguel
so
actually,
you know about the seriousness of lead poisoning, and yet this is the action you take. Once again, I'm going to step you back. You made another comment here earlier that is insulting to us. Congress is specific on this about states' rights and not stepping on them.
Yeah.
I want you to go back and start looking at your edit in regards to waters of the U.S. Now let's keep going. Is that a serious response, really, in regards to your response with Ms. Hedman? Is that seriously a response for somebody who understands the complexity and seriousness of lead poisoning? That's an appropriate response?
she did nothing to discredit
That's my point.
the substance
She did
of that.
nothing.
Oh,
The point is, you know better. She knows better. Well, this is not my first rodeo with you. Over and over again, we've gone it. I mean, remember Southwest Colorado? And the ineptitude that you actually had there, too? There's a responsibility. I look at the gentleman next to you who's taking responsibility. I'm looking at somebody else, I want to see responsibility, too. And the American people demand it. I mean, all I've seen the chairman over and over again. You still don't get it. Member after member, you still don't get it. You have bred a culture at EPA that is built of fraud, denial, incompetence, and bureaucratic nepotism. That's what you've done.
Well, sir, I'm not trying to shift responsibility or blame.
Yes, you
I'm
have.
trying to
This
get
whole
facts
hearing,
on
that's
the
all you've
table.
done, is you never taken accountability for any of the problems at the EPA. It's, could we have done something better? Do you admit wrong? Maybe we could have done something a little bit faster. The timelines are very fluid and very factual. So let me ask you another question. I'm going to go back to another thing. The committee has made multiple requests for EPA's documents relating to Flint. When do you expect those requests to be fully complied with?
Sir, we're working on all of the requests as
Well,
fast as
give me a
we can.
date.
We've
A date.
released-
I mean, this is. I mean, you are professional at slow walking and delaying information that is pertinent to this investigation, over and over again. Some of the document productions have been redacted. Will you provide this committee with the full unredacted copies of those documents?
Well, we released just 30,000 documents, sir. We'll keep releasing those, and I'm happy to give you a
I
schedule
asked you
on
a
that
question.
when
No, no,
can
no.
talk
I
to
asked you a question. Specific terms. Are you going to release unredacted forms of these emails?
Of course, we'll respond to Congress and allow you to do your jobs as well.
Well,
I just
yeah.
can't give you a schedule, sir.
That's the same old crap that we hear over and over again, and that is not what the president promised us. He said the most transparent administration period, and that includes you. I mean, I'm sick of this, and America should be sick of this bureaucratic nepotism, and you're the culture of the problem. I see somebody who's addressing it right here as governor of Michigan, but I don't see anything coming from your part of this problem. It doesn't condone that. Not only am I asking you to be fired, if you're not going to resign, you should be impeached. I yield back.